fight. Trying to see where the life take me, so I roll the dice. Look up to no one else, but yeah, I was shy. I got real power, Hebrew Israelite.
Out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire,
Right.
and out of his lips a flaming breath,
Right.
and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
He cast out sparks and tempests, man. That's what proceeded from the words of the Lord. Proceeded from the mouth of the Lord. And right now, we casting out sparks and tempests right now towards America, towards these nations, towards our own people, the 2/3 that don't want to hearken, that don't want to listen. Whether you Jake, whether you Eve, man. The Lord told us to send out his word as a fire, man. So, yeah, in the flesh we may be cold, but in the spirit, we hot right now, man.
Right.
Go to Leviticus 6 and 13. We hot right now. Go to Proverbs chapter 31, because I want to touch on Eve too, man. Right? Read what you got in Leviticus chapter 6 and 13. The Lord said our spirit has to be on fire, man. We have to turn that spirit up for men and women, man.
Right.
What you got?
The book of Leviticus chapter 6 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
The fire shall ever be burning
Right.
upon the altar.
Uh-huh.
It shall never go out.
It's cold outside.
It shall never go
It
out.
shall never go out, man. The fire always has to be burning upon the altar. Whether it's cold, you know, whether it's a sandstorm, it's a windstorm, it don't matter. The fire has to ever be burning upon the altar. It shall never go out. Well, it's raining outside, so how can a fire stay in the rain? It don't matter. That fire has to always be burning, man. Right. For men and women. We always get on the men. We always get on Jake, because Jake is supposed to lead, man. But Eve, you got responsibilities in this thing as well.
Right.
Right, go to Proverbs 31 and 1.
The book of Proverbs chapter 31 and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him.
Right, so and a lot of people don't really go into this in Proverbs 31. This is a mother saying this to her son. It's not Jake speaking. It's a mother telling her son on what to do. Let's see the first things that proceed from her lips.
What, my son? And what, the son of my womb? And what, the son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto women.
What the Lord said?
Give not thy strength unto women.
So the first thing she told her son Lemuel is, give not thy strength unto women. Why did she say that? I mean, let's look in the world. Look what's going on. All these actors, right? With all these, well, right? With all these athletes, all these businessmen.
Right.
You got Jake that pair up with. They say, "What? I'm gonna give you a foreign woman. I'm gonna get her, a European woman." Right? That's what Jake do on the NBA draft night, man.
Right.
NFL draft night. Get a so-called Edomite woman next to him.
Right.
And then guess what? She robbed you for millions with the sign of a piece of paper that says divorce. Right? And now you have another piece of paper coming through the mail called child support. Well, where did this come from? Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. Right? Yeah, I forgot to tell you, Spirit. Right? I'm 8.5 months pregnant, and it's your child. I already got 13 DNA tests done. Right? Making sure she got that money. But that's why those words were said to Lemuel, man. Right? Read that again.
It reads, give not thy strength unto women,
Right?
nor thy ways to that which destroyeth king.
And that can destroy a king, man. Women can destroy a king in a great way. Read what you got.
The book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom,
Right?
and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself.
Right?
Give not thy soul unto a woman.
What the Lord say?
Give not thy soul unto a woman.
Because once you give your mind over to a woman as a king, man, you're going, man. Because you have to think about how to please her. Right? You got to think about how to care for this world. She may want her feet done, want her toes done. Right? You got to give your check. Now she asking, babe, when do we get paid? She said, when we get paid. Me, when we get paid. Right? And then you trying to tell her, she going through your paycheck stubs. But that don't add up. Because I thought you worked 37.5 hours last week. What happened?
Right.
You can't give your soul to a woman, man. Because he's going to destroy you. Read on.
Give not thy soul unto a woman, to set her foot upon thyself.
Because that's what's going to happen. She's going to set her foot upon thy substance, man. Now she's directing the household with your money. She directing the household with what you got, man. Right? She will set her foot upon your substance, man. Got all your assets, right? House is now in her name. She wake up the house. I thought it would be best if the house is in our name, because you preach the Bible. What something happens to you? So I'm gonna put the house in my name, okay? And she rubs you back to sleep.
Right.
You can't be simple out here. The Lord is telling you wisdom on how to deal with a woman, man. Read on.
Verse 3, meet not with the harlot, lest thou fall into her snares.
Right? Don't meet with an harlot. Read on.
Use not much the company of a woman that is a singer,
Right?
lest thou be taken with her attempts.
Yeah, and actually, everything she doing, she's singing to you. Right? She's singing that melody, and Jake likes singers, man. Right? But the Lord is warning you about these type of women as a man in the Lord, man.
Right.
Read on.
And it reads, gaze not on a maid.
What the Lord say?
Gaze not on a maid.
Meaning, what does gaze mean? Stare.
Right.
You already go to Sirach 25 and 21. Hold that. Go to Sirach 25 and 21. And hold that in Proverbs. Stop staring at these maids out here, man. Jake do that double take. He looked and then he looked again. Right? I see the meme. They had a meme about how different brothers look at different Eves a different way, man. What's going on, man? You see yourself on the sign? Two seconds for the Lord. Yeah, man, I see this damn meme where Jake was recreating how different Jakes look at Eve. You know, when they walk past, and you know, Jake kind of doing different things just to see what Eve, you know, is working with, man.
Right.
Which is evil.
Right.
So let's see what the Lord said.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 21.
Bring it out.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
The Lord said,
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
the first thing Jake do is start thinking about how to undress her, man. What can I do to get her home with me this night?
Right.
Jake got all types of attacks and plans, man. Plan A, plan B don't work. Plan C, this was gonna happen, right? I'm gonna get this, and then I'm gonna talk to her like this. He practicing in the mirror, man, right? Just so he can get with that woman that night, man.
Right.
The Lord says, "Stumble not at the beauty of a woman," right? Read on. Actually, go back to Sirach chapter 9 and jump down to verse 8.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman,
Right,
and look not upon another's beauty.
right.
For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman.
So the Lord said, many has been deceived by the beauty of a woman, man.
Right.
Many men have failed. Just read the scriptures, man. Right? Just read the scriptures. What happened to Halifax? Our foremother, entrapped his mind to an extent we have never seen before.
Right.
And trapped him unto his death, man.
Right.
I mean, just look at history, man. I mean, we in Chicago. Think about Emmett Till, right? He went down to Mississippi, and a so-called white woman said he whistled at her, man. Right? He's whistling at her. He looked at her wrong. Right? Guess what, man? They murdered our innocent brother, man. Right? All over a woman. So a woman can do a lot of things, man. And that's what this mother is telling her son, right? To be careful. Those are the first words that came out of her mouth. So read on for what you got, Proverbs 31.
It's Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
It is not for kings, O Lemuel. It is not for kings to drink wine,
Right? What is Sirach?
nor for princes strong drink,
Right?
lest they drink and forget the law.
Say what?
Lest they drink and forget the law.
Right? Not saying you can't drink, but as a king, you want to minimize that because you have to know the law. You have to be able to give judgment. It's going to be hard to give strong counsel. It's going to be hard to give strong judgment if you always under the influence, man. If you always, and then next thing you know, that wine becomes a mocker. Now you're looking at, man, you almost got hit by. See that? Read what you got. It's Sirach chapter 31 and verse. Yeah, start at verse 29. Start at verse 28. Start at verse 27.
It's Sirach chapter 31 and verse 27.
Bring it out.
Wine is as good as life to a man,
Right?
if it be drunk moderately.
If it what?
If it be drunk moderately.
Wine can't be as good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately, man. Right, we know?
If it be drunk moderately, what life is then to a man that is without wine?
Right.
For it was made to make men glad.
So wine was made to make me glad. What's going on? You see yourself on that sign? Where do you see yourself at?
I'm not there, brother.
You're not there?
Kind of.
What's the nationality of your father?
Peru.
You from Peru? Your father's Peruvian?
Yeah.
You may be an Israelite.
Maybe.
Hey, take a flyer, brother. Take a flyer. We got more information.
brother.
Take a picture and peel off. All right. Read what you got, man.
Verse 28.
Well,
One measurably drunk and in season,
And in what?
and in season,
Drink it every day.
and in season,
Right?
brings gladness of the heart.
Right? It brings gladness of the heart if it's drunk in season.
Right.
But you got brothers, drink wine damn near every day. It's 7 in the morning on a random Wednesday. You don't drink water. You don't even brush your teeth. You just go straight to the kitchen and just pour up the wine. So I'm trying to get my day started, man. Strong drink, and then you air it in every single way. I mean, spiritual. Why do you think you see a lot of, you see a lot of homeless people, you see a lot of people that's on drugs and things like that? They posted upside the liquor store, man. Right, looking for temporary, to get away, man. Pleasure of the flesh. Right, but as a king, you don't want to indulge in these different things, man. Right, you have to do it in season. There's a time and place for everything. Ecclesiastes 3:1 tells you that. Right, read on.
It reads, but one drunk with Salakia. And in season bringing gladness of the heart,
Right.
and truthfulness of the mind.
Right.
But one drunken,
But what?
but one drunken
Right.
with excess,
With what?
With excess,
Right.
maketh bitterness of the mind.
Hey, so if you drink wine with excess, it actually does the opposite. It makes you depressed, sluggish. You always tired. You don't feel like going to work today. You got hangovers. That's what wine can do. Right? Read on.
One drunken with excess maketh bitterness of the mind.
Right.
With brawling and quarreling. Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool.
It increases the rage of a fool, man. So that's why it's not for kings. Oh, let me let you drink wine. Brother, what you doing? You okay?
Dog mask, brother.
Why you got a dog mask and you let a so-called white man pull
Come on,
you?
bro.
Right.
What the hell is going on here?
Like a
The hell is that?
dog.
You look at that on camera. What is it? I mean, this is total foolishness.
That's off.
I mean, I'm gonna be mad at the side of my eyes. What the hell is this? You got a brother in mismatched clothing with a dog thing on, being pulled by a dog. What is this?
Right.
I don't think Solomon, King David, they'll never imagine such a thing in earth. I mean, that's ridiculous, man. And guess what? It's spiritual because he's drunk.
Right.
He's off wine right now.
Right.
He is gone in the ways of America. They have seduced him unto his destruction. Read what you got.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and 29.
Break it out.
Who have woe, who have sorrow, who have contentions, who have babbling, who have wounds without cause,
Right?
who have redness of eyes.
All right.
They that tarry long at the wine.
They have what?
They that tarry long at the wine.
And once you start to tarry long at the wine, your mind gonna be gone, man. I mean, this is the wine of America. America has mixed their wine, man. Has mixed their drink and gave it unto the nations, but they especially gave it to you, Jake.
Right.
They gave it to you. And now you being pulled by the so-called white man. Now you forgot you were a king. Now you're giving all your strength to women. You got redness of eyes. Right? You got sorrows of the heart. That's what wine makes you do spiritually and physically. Right? Go to 1 Ezra 3 in the last verse. Read on.
And it reads, they that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine. Look not thou upon the wine when it is red.
Right? Because what happens with your eyes? You start looking at the wine while it's red. You start moving the cup like this. I'm not drinking. I'm just going to play with it a little bit. Right? You talking about I'm just going to play with it a little bit. Right? You looking at it. You sniffing it now. Jake now sniffing the cup. Woo, I didn't know that was that wine. You got this one? No, I didn't know that. Right? Yeah, he's looking at it. Talking, what percent is this? Is this 18%? I thought it was 19%. All right? Next you know, you tasting it. So, oh man, I think I'm just going to give you one. Then one turns into 2 to 4 to 16. It's madness, exponential, because you looking at it while it's red. You tempting yourself, man.
Right.
That's what the Lord said in James chapter 1 and 12. You just over there tempting yourself. All right, read on.
It reads, look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when they give it its color in a cup, when it moveth itself all right. At the last it biteth like a serpent.
What the Lord said?
At the last it biteth like a serpent,
Serpent.
and stingeth like an adder.
It sting you like an adder. I mean, you got brothers, there's people in prison right now because they don't remember what happened the night before. There's people in prison right now, they don't know what happened. They said, I don't know, I just woke up in handcuffs. At first, I was getting ready for a party. I was out with my friends. We was talking and stuff. I was in the car. We got to the house, and after that, I don't know. They blacked out. You get into fights and you woke up in a cell, 30 years in prison. What the hell? Life changed overnight because you looking at the wine.
Right.
You drunk too much of the wine. You drunk too much of the strong drink. You used to be a mighty man. You used to be in this truth. You used to be up here preaching. You used to say I'm an Israelite. You used to go into the prophecies. Right? You used to have the fringes on.
Right.
With the bonus border of blue. But now, you just a rapper. Right? But now you toting guns. You said I'm going to be a truth rapper. And then them songs slowly started to get wicked. Right? Yeah, it's real. I seen it with my own eyes. Right? You was talking about Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Now you talking about Glocks and guns.
Right.
Right, for Eve. Right? You used to be doing the mighty things, but guess what? That wine took you and bite you like a serpent, man. You started falling in the spirit, man. You started contemning smaller things, man. Because this wine of America got you seduced, man. Don't you know the Lord has wine? Don't you know that's the good wine that you're supposed to have, man? I mean, go to Amos 9 and 13. I want the wine the Lord had, man. I want to sip wine in the kingdom with the Lord and the disciples, man.
Right.
But people want to sip wine in America. People want to sip wine with the so-called white man. People want to sip wine when they at the basketball game. Right, when they at the the football game. But they don't want to sip wine on Passover. Right, read what you got. Amos 9.
The book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Verse 14. And I will bring again the captivity of my people, Yashar'Alah, and they shall build the way cities and inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof.
And do what?
And drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them.
Guess what, man? The Lord said we're going to be drinking the wine thereof, man. I mean, read verse 13. The Lord said he's going to give us new wine. Read what you got.
Verse 13. Behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed. And the mountains shall draw sweet wine. And the mountains shall draw sweet wine. And the mountains shall drop sweet wine. And all the hills shall melt.
And all the hills shall melt. What's going on, sister?
2 minutes.
Right? And guess what? We're going to be dropping. The Lord said the elect is going to drop down sweet wine, man. That's the wine. That's good for you, man. The true blood of the grape. Not these the defiled wine of this country, man. Nor even physically, man. What Jenkins is getting drunk off of all the damn time. Go to that in 1 Esdras chapter 3. I mean, you don't understand how strong wine really is, man. Right, what you got?
1 Esdras chapter 3 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
O ye men, is not wine the strongest?
The Lord said,
O ye men, is not wine the strongest? That endureth to do thus. And when he had so spoken, he held his peace.
because when you drinking wine, man, it's strong, man. Right? It gets to your mind, get to your bowels, man. And then you start making you start doing strange actions, man. Right? So go back to that in Proverbs chapter 31. This is the wisdom that his mother is saying to King Lemuel, man.
Right.
This is that wisdom that we going into it through the Spirit, man. This is how a woman should be. Right? You got it?
The book of Proverbs chapter 31 and verse number 3.
Bring it out.
Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine,
And we went into that, right?
nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law.
And do what?
Lest they drink and forget the law, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy heart.
And that's what we read, right? In Sirach chapter 31. Right? Wine measurably drunk in due season, right? And it's glad to the heart of a man. All right, read on.
Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more.
And that's ultimately why people drink. Right? That's ultimately why people drink. They even said that in war. Right? When a man was badly wounded, right, they will give him alcohol. They will give him alcohol to drink so he doesn't feel his wounds. They even said this in the Civil War, the men on the front line, before they used to, kind of do their thing, they used to drink a bottle of alcohol before they actually went to war, so they don't feel anything. I mean, that's why the Lord said you have to give that wine to that man of a heavy heart. Brothers may have a hard day at work, may pour some wine up, man, in his captivity. right? Drinking it immeasurably in season. That's what it was made for, right? But not to be excessive, man. All right? You try.
Let him drink and forget his poverty and remember his misery no more. Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction.
Go to the book of Deuteronomy 1:17. The Lord said, open the mouth and the cause all appointed unto destruction. Meaning if somebody's innocent and they're getting appointed into a destruction by the so-called white man or anything, they're innocent, you have to stand up for that person. Go to History, Susanna, chapter 1 and 52. Right? I mean, isn't that what Daniel did? And then he stand up for his neighbor. Then he stand up for his, didn't the Lord say that in Leviticus chapter 19? Right? You can't stand against the blood of your neighbor. I mean, if you see a neighbor going through it, guess what? You got to do something. Didn't Moses not do that in Exodus, the 2nd chapter? Right? When he seen 2 Egyptians, man? Right? He saved his brother. Right? What you got?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and 17.
Bring it out.
And it reads, you shall not respect persons in judgment.
What the Lord say?
You shall not respect persons in judgment. But you shall hear the small as well as the great.
Right? And that's what kings do. They hear the small as well as the great.
You shall not be afraid of the face of man.
No, he's scared. I'm scared of him.
You shall not be afraid of the face of man.
And that's the problem. You got brothers being afraid of the face of man. That's my elder. It's my leader. Right? I don't want to say it. He said, look, we're going to have a council because you and your woman was going off. What I want you to do is sit out here and I'm going to bring her to my waiting room. All right? I'm going to lock the door for 20 minutes. Don't knock on the door because we're going to be going into the precepts. But don't knock on the door. Matter of fact, go into the store for me. And then you run to the store. He said, my elder wanted some incense. And then your woman come out looking crazy, man. That was some good counsel. Off. Weird. Right? But you don't want to say nothing. I'm having thoughts. Numbers chapter 5. I'm having thoughts. Right, what happened? But you don't want to say nothing because you respect the person's judgment, man. What if he raises his voice? You cannot be scared. Hispanic? Latino? See that? Right. So you can't be afraid of the face of man, especially in judgment. You always have to be afraid. You always got to say something, man.
Right.
If you see wickedness, man, unjust dealings. Read on.
Reading on. It reads, you shall not respect persons in judgment, but you shall hear the small as well as the great. You shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is God's, and the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it.
Right. He said the judgment is the Most High at the end of the day. Read what you got.
It's the book of the history of Susanna, verse 52. So when they were put asunder one from another, he called one of them and said unto him, O thou that art waxing old in wickedness. Verse 43. Thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me. And behold, I must die. Whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me.
So she prayed to the Most High. All right, read on.
Reading on, and the Lord heard her voice. Therefore, when she was led to be put to death.
So this woman was being led to be put to death. There was literally nobody on her side. It was just her versus the words of the elders. And guess who they gonna believe? Right? Sirach chapter 8. You don't go to a law with the judge, man. Right? Because why? Because they're always gonna take the favor of a judge. He's the judge. So of course they're gonna take his favor, man. Respect the persons. But what the Lord do? Read on.
The Lord raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth, whose name was Daniel. What? Whose name was Daniel. Who cried with a loud voice, I am clear from the blood of this woman.
What did he say?
I am clear from the blood of this woman.
He said, hold on, Mr. Judges, elders of the land, I am cleared from the blood of this woman. Right. And what did he do?
Then all the people turned them toward him,
and they all looked at him like this. You got pictures like 300-400 Israelite women, men, children, right? Looking at this woman being put to death. It's not a small thing. This is the king's wife. Right. The king's wife committed a what? To who? And then you had judges that said that. Oh, this has to be true. But Daniel stood up, and Daniel was a youth, probably 18, 19 years old. Right. They probably didn't respect his age. Right. The hell is this? Come on, hey, Daniel, go sit down somewhere, man. Right? But what do you do?
All the people turned them toward him and said, what mean these words that thou hast spoken? So he standing in the midst of them said, are ye such fools?
What do you say?
Are ye such fools?
Right?
Ye sons of Yasha'Allah, that without examination or knowledge of the truth, ye have condemned a daughter of Israel.
Right. And guess what, man? Those are some wise words that Daniel's saying, man, to protect the system. You gotta examine the truth in the matter. It doesn't matter how great you are, it doesn't matter how small you are, man. You can't pervert the judgment of the fatherless or the afflicted. You can't do it. And we see Daniel do that, man. Right? A mighty forefather of ours. So go back to that Proverbs chapter 31. Right? The words of his mother to King Lemuel, man, about judgment, women, discernment, temperance, man. It is, and it was recorded for all generations of the Israelites, man. So she was saying it to us too, man. Right? She was saying it to our young men as well. We gotta abide by that. Read on.
This is Proverbs 31 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. Open thy mouth for the dumb, and the cause of all such
Right.
are as appointed to destruction.
Right.
Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy.
Wait, hold on. Judge what?
Judge righteously.
No, we can't judge.
Judge righteously.
Why does everybody say you can't judge me? You can't. It's in the Bible that you're supposed to judge. It says judge righteously. Right? Go to 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and 15. Let's get the classic. Right? You have to judge righteously. You're supposed to judge. Go to 1 Corinthians 6 and 2. You have a book in the Bible called Judges. So how are we not supposed to judge? John 7 and 24. Come. We're going to get that next. John 7. These are all precepts showing that you are allowed to judge. If you can't judge, how are you going to correct anybody? The reason why this land is the way it is because there's no judgment.
Right.
There's no judgment. But Jake, they gonna judge you though. They gonna judge you. Let you slip up. Oh, they got judgment for your ass.
Right.
Right? But these other they don't judge them, man. They let them do what they want to do. Live how they want to live. No correction in the land of the living, man. Right. That's why we gotta come out here. We gotta judge the people, man. Right. Right? That's how you get 1 Corinthians. Come read that.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But he that is spiritual judges all things.
Right?
Yet he himself is judge of no man.
So if you keeping the law, because the law is spiritual, Romans 7 and 14, guess what? You can judge, man. Right. Brothers keeping the law, brothers got a right to judge, man. Right? Read 1 Corinthians 6 and 2. Right? Brothers got you got John 7 and 24. Come.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Do you not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Don't you know the brothers that you see on street corners yelling with a mic is one day going to rule the next world? Right. You got to think about that, man. Right. The Lord is about to let these brothers that's out here on the mic, 2 degrees outside, talking to nobody, but prophesying in the spirit, they're going to judge the next world. Right. They're going to judge. You got to really think about that, man. You got great men in this world. You got so-called LeBron. You got now they praising Cat Williams. They're not all he do is give truth.
Right.
Like they loved him the last 20 years. Talking about, yeah, Cat Williams, I always knew he was the greatest. He gives the truth out. They praising him. But the saints, the people that you don't look on, you despise, the poor, the innocent, the meek, the humble, they're gonna be judging the next world, man. Great matters.
Right.
Sitting with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The disciples, Yahushua, all the martyrs that we read about, they gonna be there, man.
Right.
Judging the next world. Read on.
And if the world shall be judged by you,
What the Lord said?
and if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matter?
The Lord said, are you even unworthy to judge the smallest matters, man? We can judge the smallest matters, man. Right? Brother, you eat a pork, put that down. That may be a small matter to somebody. But we still judge them and say, stop doing that, man. Right? Read on.
Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life?
How much more things that pertain to this life, man. So we were set up to be judges in the world, in the ends of the world, man. Right? So read what you got, John 7.
Book of John, chapter 7 and 24.
Bring it out.
Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
The Lord say,
But
Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
judge righteously, man. right? And that goes back to that wine earlier. You get some of that wine, you start erring in judgment. Go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 19 and verse 13. Let's read about a country that's erring in judgment. Let's read about a country that's about to fight 4 war fronts. 4. And their economy is going down the drain. They're about to fight a war front with China and Taiwan. They're already in one with Russia and Ukraine. They're in one with Israel and Palestine. Right. And you got Iran and Pakistan on the scene. Right. The Lord raised up the kings and the heads of Pakistan to throw some missiles at Iran. Iran already don't like America. And they throwing missiles at Pakistan, man. A major non-NATO U.S. ally, man. They need Pakistan. America gonna have to step in. And they are erring in judgment. All right, what you got?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 19 and verse number 13.
Bring it out.
The princes of Zoan are become fools. The prince of North are deceived. They have also seduced Egypt, even they that are the state of the tribes thereof. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
They what?
They have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
So that's what happens when you start, you erring in judgment. That wine, right? What's going on, brother? What's going on, family? 1 minute for word. Take a flyer, brother. We the Israelites. We the Israelites according to the Bible. Repent and keep these commandments, man. Right? So Egypt is erring in every work thereof, man. Right. I mean, so-called Joe Biden, a flood. Hey, opened up the borders and flooded everything in here, man. Right? So now, guess what? You have these Edomites that are pissed, peeved. Why? Because guess what? They're not going to be the number 1 race in America, man. Right. It's going to be the Israelites. Right. The stay of the tribes thereof. Right. Aaron and judge. The reason why he's Aaron and judge because he's supposed to be helping his people, man. Right. He helping us. He's destroying this land called Allah like Yahweh Shah. Right. Oh, praises, man. Right. Right. But guess what? He's erring in judgment for his people. These countries look at America. They say, how the hell is these nations going to protect us from damn Russia, man? Iran, Belarus, Armenia. How are they going to protect us, man? When they're erring in judgment in their own country. I mean, just look at America, man. All right, read on.
Reading on. It says, as a drunken man.
As a what?
As a drunken man.
Right?
Staggered in his vomit.
Y'all ever seen one of them videos of a drunken man staggered in his vomit? He had the bottle like this. Oh, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Don't touch me, bro. What do you say about me? Right? You spilling the damn drink on yourself. Right? You throwing up. You sliding around in your vomit like a dog, man. Yeah, sloppy drunk. No, bro, give me the keys. I'm gonna drive home. And then you get in the passenger seat trying to start the car. Don't know what's going on. Where the wheel at? Are you mad? Man, I'm missing my wheel, man. I just see strange. You start using the bathroom anywhere. I see some strange things of people drunk off that wine trying to make judgment decisions. And that's what this country is doing spiritually. Right? So go back to that Proverbs chapter 31. Right? There's a lot on this, man. There's a lot the Lord goes into dealing with the wine and dealing with judgment, man. Right? Read on.
Proverbs chapter 31.
Where that though?
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above ruby.
And I asked my rib that. I said, "Have you ever seen a ruby?" He said, "No." So you ever seen one, right? No. So how is everybody a Proverbs 31 woman?
Right.
How is every female in Israel is Proverbs 31? Like the brothers Malcolm always put out, we got the APTTMH on the bio, man. Proverbs 31. Right? Tribe of Judah, Yahweh, right? Daughter of Zion, 77. And she messaged you, "Hi, Shalom. Shalom, Ak." Right? And guess what? Now, I think this can be her. She looks like a Proverbs 31. I mean, just look the way the hair wrap is wrapped up. Khan out of what she called me Lord now. Yeah, like Jake get confounded off that, man. You said what? Being seduced, man. Falling asleep on FaceTime. Let's know what I'm talking about, man. Right? But guess what? Who can find a virtuous woman? Her price is above rubies, man. That's why the Lord said you gotta prove her friend. You gotta examine these people, man. Because not every woman probably, just because she got a hair wrap and some fringes, that don't mean nothing, man.
Right.
Brothers can tell you some stories, man, of what we've seen in this truth the short amount of years I've been in this thing. We've seen things, man, heard things that will blow your mind. And he said she knows she's an Israelite. She did, yes. We know, yes. Right? Because these things happen. What's going on, sister? We're teaching our sister how to be virtuous women. You have 2 seconds? You have 2 seconds to hear the words of the Lord? 2 seconds, sister. All praise to the Most High. So what we out here teaching is our men how to be men, and our sisters on how to be princesses, man, on the earth. And the first step to doing that is actually knowing who you are. Because how can I know if I'm a king if I don't know where I come from? Or how can I know I'm a princess if I don't know where I come from? Right? So I may ask you, what's your nationality? What's your ethnicity? African American. Okay. You believe in God? What about the Bible?
Yes.
What did the Bible say about African Americans? Hey, that's the thing.
Are you videotaping me? Hold on.
I got you. You don't got to videotape it. But the thing is, the Lord has great news if you found on this sign right here.
Right.
Great, excellent news. I mean, you probably, I know you never heard this before. Right? And this is coming straight from the mouth of the Lord. Go to Deuteronomy 7:6. Because if you're found on this sign, you are the ancient biblical Israelites today, man.
Right.
You're not just a Negro from 1619 that hopped out the ground in Africa somewhere. Right? And they just caught you and civilized. No, that's not how that happened. During the BC times, your nationality during the Roman Empire was Israelite, Jew.
Right.
During the Grecian Empire, it was Israelite. We always knew who we were until we got to America. And that's when you left off from your culture and your heritage. But let me show you something. Read this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
We're a set apart people to God himself. Read on.
The Lord thy God had chosen thee.
Yeah, what?
The Lord thy God had chosen
You
thee.
see the sign right here? These are the table of nations. The Lord created 18 nations on the face of the earth. And these people at the top are the chosen ones. They invent everything, right? They're spiritually better, right? They endured hundreds and hundreds of years of slavery, and they're still here grinding today, right? They're mentally better, stronger physically, more beautiful. These are God's people. Now we wonder, who are these people, right? We doing?
God had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people.
The Lord say,
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
another fallacy with religion, though, is God loves everybody, everybody's equal, but the Lord has a chosen people He's created, and you are those chosen people, but they kept that a secret from you and made you believe God loves everybody, so you don't know who you are, so you don't know that you're better than everybody, man. Right?
Learned that when we went to Demona,
Uh-huh.
about in 2019.
Mhm.
Yeah, we learned that.
We are the chosen people. But what is our nationality? What is our ethnicity or heritage that actually comes with being the chosen people? Because we have certain customs that's been stripped away from you. Everybody has their customs, right? Everybody has their flag. They have their language that they speak. When they go around you, they speak in their language, so you don't know that they talk about you. We can't do that, right? Everything we said is openly known, right? And they will arrest you for hate speech. But guess what? We have our own ethnicity and our heritage that God gave us from the hand of Moses, right? Read this.
The book of Sirach, chapter 24 and verse 23.
Bring it out.
All these things are the book of the covenant.
What?
Are the book of the covenant of the Most High God, even the law which Moses commanded for inheritance unto the congregations of Jacob.
Right, so the congregation of Jacob, this is the congregation of the house of Jacob. The black, Hispanics, and Native Americans today all come from this Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And he committed a law. God gave us laws for our nation to stay in order and to keep, to build a government. Because you can't have a government or a nation with no laws. The Lord gave us laws to keep, to judge the world. But did we keep those laws? No, we did not keep those laws, not one bit. Right? We you split the split the sea, and we go across the sea, and then we start serving golden idols, golden calves. Right? Going off before the Lord. He put us in slavery, we repent, come back to our Father, and we start going off again like some rebellious children. Right? Go to Exodus 32 and 9, Baba Kasha. This is the people of the Bible. We are the people of the Bible. When you look up the similarities, you can't refute that we are the biblical Israelites. Right? This covenant, this contract God gave to his people, that belongs to us. Right? Read what you got. Exodus 32 and 9. Right? This covenant belongs to the children of Israel. Now I'm going to show you some laws in the Bible that our people didn't want to keep, even as simple as they are. Go to Deuteronomy 14 and 8. And you see this right here? You see all these atrocities that happen to God's people? That's called punishment.
Right.
That's called, you don't want to do what I'm asking you to do, so I'm going to give you into the hands of your enemies, and they're going to do what they want to do to you.
Right.
Right? That's what happened. That's the secret behind slavery. The secret behind slavery is black people went to slavery because they disobeyed their God.
Right.
And he gave the heathens full reign and access to do what he wants to their chosen people. And guess what? Now we in America today. Right? Read what you got.
We got Exodus chapter 32 and verse number 9.
Bring it out.
And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people.
I have what?
I have seen this people.
Right?
And behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
It is a what?
It is a stiff-necked people.
These people hard-headed, man. They don't listen to nobody but themselves, man. Right? I'm trying to give them the world. I'm trying to have them rule the world. Sovereignty, peace, land, reign, rulership, servants, slaves, handmaids. But they don't want it, man. They want to be American so bad. What is with being an American? What comes with that? Right? Other than drugs and guns and false incarcerations. I want to be the Israelites. I want to be the chosen people, man. Now, let me show you some of the laws that our people were meant to keep. Read this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 8.
Remember, these not my words. These are the words of God. We're not up here preaching a motivational service to you. We're just reading the words of the Lord. Read this.
And the swine.
Right? And the what?
And the swine. Because it divided the hoof, yet chewed not the cud. It is unclean.
Don't you know the Lord made chicken, ox? Yeah, he made everything. He made chicken. Yeah, but that's the thing, though. It's not good for you. That's the only thing the Lord said don't touch. You got goat, you got turkey bacon, you got lamb bacon. Brothers have beef bacon, right? You got beef bacon. Fire. Yeah, that's great bacon. We're not dealing with the pork bacon, man. Right? Because that pork is what's killing our people at 50 years old. 55, high blood, high cholesterol, gout, heart disease. They veins clogging up. You don't want your veins clogging up, sister. All praises. But you'll be a better help if you put down that pork, sister. Because that pork is what they fed to you during this time. And now we engraved it. You think before slavery our people was eating pork?
Nah.
No, we're holy. We're better than everybody.
Right.
We was eating things that weren't defiled. We had the freshest of the calf, of the lamb. Right? We wasn't eating, the so-called white woman was eating pork, man, in the cave somewhere. Nibbling on her toes, man.
Right.
But we wasn't doing that. We were civilized. Kingdoms. Preaching the law and order. So from this day forward, as you know, you are an Israelite, right? From the tribe, what tribe you from? Judah? From the tribe of Judah? That's the mightiest tribe. The Lord came from that tribe. The Lord wasn't eating pork. Nor was his people. So we got to put that down for the Lord.
Right.
If we love the Lord. Go to John 14 and 15. Can I read you one more scripture? All right, I'm going to read you one more scripture, sister. Because you love the Lord, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me show you. All right. All praises.
John chapter 14 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
If ye love me,
What the Lord say?
If ye love me.
If you love me. Because there's some people that really don't love the Lord. If you love me, do what?
keep my commandments.
Praise to the Most High. So that is a commandment we have to keep. We can't be eating that no more, sister.
Right.
All right. I know, sister. I know it's, yeah, but no. You can't bless the wicked pork, sister. The Lord said, don't do it.
Right.
Now, let me give you one more. Deuteronomy 14 and 9.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
These ye shall eat of all that are in the waters.
Right.
All that have fins and scales shall ye eat.
Eating anything out the water, got fins and scales. Okay, yeah, all praise. Salmon, right? You get tilapia, you got the red. I'm Jamaica, we eating the red snapper, man. All that, right? But hold on, there's more to that. Read on.
Right? It says, all that have fins and scales shall ye eat. And whatsoever hath not fins and scales, ye may not eat.
I like crab.
Ye may not eat.
Scallops is good.
Ye may not eat.
Put the limits on.
Ye may not eat.
Crawfish.
Ye may not eat.
Lobster.
Ye may not eat.
Oyster.
Ye may not eat.
Octopus and stop.
Ye may not eat.
You can't eat none of these things. I don't got fins and scales. No calamari, sister. Salmon, white rice with some gravy, and you good. You don't need nothing else. You full. Yeah, you eat some vegetables, sister. Definitely eat some vegetables, right? Right, but no vegetables with the shrimp. None of that. The grandma cook you some shrimp and she put on the skewer. You know, she put on the skewer, right, with the little kebab, And you know, you eat the grilled shrimp. You put it on Snapchat with the flash. Yeah, no, it's not delicious, man. This is what got our people from 1 all the way to 18. We was ranked #1 in the world.
Right.
We was ranked the best in the world. I mean, go to the book of Sirach, chapter 50. I got you, sister. But all right, he gonna give you a flyer. Look into that information, sister. We are the Israelites.
Right.
Yeah, let's see what the priest had on. Let's see the priest's garments. Chapter 50. So, all right, just start at verse 13. Yeah.
The book of Sirach, chapter 50 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
So were all the sons of Aaron in their glory, in the oblations of the Lord in their hands, before all the congregation of Israel, and finishing a service at the altar, that he might adorn the offering of the Most High Almighty. He stretched out his hand to the cup, and poured of the blood of the grape. He poured out at the foot of the altar a sweet smelling savor.
Try Sirach 51. See what I want. I'm trying to see how our priest was decked out, man. The Lord had our priest decked out. Come, Sirach 48. Come, Sirach 50 and verse 9.
God, this is a book of Sirach, chapter 50 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
As fire and incense in the censer, and as a vessel of beaten gold, set with all manner of precious stones. And as a fair olive tree, building forth fruit, and as a cypress tree, which groweth up to the clouds.
The Lord compared us to the best trees on earth. Olive, cypress tree, all of that. All of these things. Palm tree. Right, read on.
When he put on the robe of honor.
When he did what?
When he put on the robe of honor.
See, the priest wasn't getting up, getting dressed like how y'all getting up and get dressed, man. He put it on with honor and respect and strength. It meant something to him when he put on that robe, man. He just wasn't putting on another day at work, doing the work. No, man, it was an honor every day to do the work of the Lord, man. And then getting 10% from every tribe. And living in the suburbs. The priest was good, man. Levi was living good. Right? Read on.
And when he put on the robe of honor and was clothed with the perfection of glory.
He was clothed with the perfection of glory. This is what it means to be holy. This is what it means to be holy. Right? Since you got women for the Lord, are you safe? Are you safe, sister? I hope you're safe. He's not looking.
Right.
She keeps trying. She was trying to show herself for 30 seconds. She was not looking at what she had to show you, man. Now you want to stop because I said something. Man, I hate this place, man. The heathen don't acknowledge our sisters. Jake is being pulled like a dog. Welcome to Chicago. Right? The home of the privileged jelly bean. All right, go to the book of Amos 4 and 12. Go to Psalms 47 and 1. Yeah, I mean, let's look at it, man.